10 way on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And all the way down to the 5. A big run there by Jones. And even 50 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense. And
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To number 14,
Chris Godwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of bening stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Space to maneuver at the 40. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll drop the throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
The pass. Intercepted.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taking
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
complete to Ronald Jones.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 76 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 6 there on first. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On second down now, it's Jones. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Taken down at the 40.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Brady, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Niners 14, Buccaneers 10.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Eric Armstead brought him down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady gives this one out to Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 31. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Jason Myers on for the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
14.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
On the return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And he's got daylight.
Prime time, baby.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because
it's Ryan for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And all the way down to the 29. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 41 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
For Tampa Bay.
Here's Richie James on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Buying time to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mostert. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Goal to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So we've reached halftime, and there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Buccaneers 20.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 3rd and goal, the ball at the 11. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
To throw again. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
Brady's pass.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Brady's pass.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady on target there to Godwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Forced out to his left. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's not good enough, man.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Dancing to his left. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down, and will. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Briggs. And a nice run there. Going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 36. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Being chased out left. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Briggs. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
To Ronald Jones. A gain of 2 on the play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And
so signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
57's the Mike. Hey, watch your lane. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You remember me? You remember me?
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
A gain of 4. And this is 3rd.
From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 49ers' 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
That's good.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Score, Niners.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them.